everybody, Sylvia here. Well, I hope you can hear me because I'm in the conservatory and it's extremely noisy once the rain starts, and it's absolutely pouring down today. It's Friday and I noticed all the boys and girls coming home from school and it was absolutely wet through, so I hope you got home safe and sound and didn't get too wet. Well, with me today I've got, Bailey Brown. Do you want me to tell you he was getting a puppy? Well, here he is, Bailey Brown. So he was asleep, so I woke him up especially for you to make sure that you can see him and introduce him to you. He's quite good actually, he's been a good boy. So all's well. And I'm sure when we have our days in the park, when we all bring our dogs and our toys and everything else, you'll be able to see him. Anyway, so this week I want to introduce a story. I don't know what it is, so I can't tell you what it is about. But I do know who's doing it, and it's Kirsty. Wow, Kirsty does great stories. Everybody does great stories, don't they? But I wonder who's helping her. Ooh, quite a few people live at Kirsty's house, don't they? So, that's going to be a surprise. So get your snacks ready, get your drinks ready, and stay tuned, because it's coming up now. So, bye-bye from Bailey Brown, and bye-bye from me. Hopefully see you soon in class, because we should soon be meeting. So, enjoy the story. Bye.
Happy birthday, Chat! Can I have a pepperoni?
Hi everybody, I hope you're well. As you can see, we are having a bit of a party. We've got a birthday cake, we've got pizza, balloons, party hats and poppers. And why? Because today is Pentecostal Sunday and we are celebrating the birth of the church.
There's one thing that makes me fin, and you know what makes me jump fin, and do you know what that is?
What?
Haha, balloons, they make you jump fin.
Boom!
Is there anything else that makes you jump?
It's when my teacher shouts, like once I was in the middle of writing and then suddenly Miss shouts at class to tell us something, and I was in the middle of writing, it made me scribble, it made me jump.
So when someone shouts at you, that makes you jump. And I'm sure there's lots of things out there that suddenly make you jump. And the reason why we're talking about this is because actually the very first church, when it started at Pentecost, it actually started with a bit of a bang, and it made the disciples kind of jump.
God sends help, Pentecost, from Acts 1-5 and John 15. Jesus' friends and helpers huddled together in a stuffy upstairs room. Even though it was sunny outside, the shutters were closed and the door was locked. "Wait in Jerusalem," Jesus had told them. "I am going to send you a special present. God's power is going to come into you. God's Holy Spirit is coming." So here they were, waiting. Actually, mostly what they were doing was just being scared and hiding. You can't blame them. Their best friend had left, and the important people and leaders were after them, and Jesus had given them a job they didn't know how to do. As they waited, they were praying and remembering how from the beginning God had been working out his secret rescue plan. Suddenly, a strong wind filled the little room, whistling through the walls, rustling the straw on the floor. And there, on everyone's heads, shining in the gloom, were flickering flames, fire that didn't hurt or burn. And something more, inside their hearts they felt a strange heat, almost as if all the coldness and hardness was melting away, as if their broken hearts were mending, and God was giving them brand new hearts that could work properly. How it happened they didn't know, but they knew God's power had struck their hearts ablaze, and Jesus himself was coming to live inside them. They had seen Jesus go away, but now he was closer than he had ever been, inside their hearts. And this time nothing could ever separate them. Jesus would always be there with them, loving them, whispering the promise that would get rid of the poison and the terrible lie and the sickness in their hearts. God's wonderful promise to them: You are my child, and I love you. Make your home in me as I make my home in you, Jesus had said. Could it be? Heaven was coming into their hearts. They threw open the shutters and sunlight flooded their room as love had flooded their hearts. And the little room was filled with happy noises, dancing feet, singing and laughing. They unlocked the door and surged out into the streets as if they had never been afraid. Peter spoke in a loud voice so everyone could hear. Jesus died for you, he said, because he loves you. But God made him alive again. He has rescued you. People stopped and listened. The words sank down deep into their hearts and worked like a medicine that makes you well, like the antidote to a deadly poison, like a kiss that wakes you from a deep sleep. Stop running away from God, Peter said. Run to him instead, so he can love you and make you free. And Peter told them the wonderful story of God's love. God's never stopping, never giving up, unbreaking, always and forever love. How Jesus had come. Now Jesus had come, all that had happened. There were lots of people from faraway countries in Jerusalem. They couldn't speak the same language, but as they listened to Peter, everyone could understand what he was saying in their own languages. Many people believed and became Jesus' new friends and helpers, and the wonderful news of Jesus spread like sparks from a fire to villages, towns, and cities. Every day more and more people believed, and so it was that the family of God's children, his special people, grew, and one man was watching. Stop this, Saul said, but that was God's plan, and nothing in all the world would ever be able to stop it.
Thank you, Jesus, for all the churches in the world.